So you beautiful people, in today's episode of the Gunsmith, we are going to change two weapons. We're going to change the PKM into the PkP Pecheneg from Modern Warfare 3, which is where most of you will remember that gun from. And then we're going to change the very versatile M4A1 into a Mark 12 special purpose rifle. Now, the most memorable special purpose rifle I can remember that Mark 12 is, if you've ever watched a film called Lone Survivor with Mark Wahlberg in there. It's a story about 4 Navy SEALs who do a covert mission in Afghanistan. I'm not going to give away any parts of it, but it's well worth watching. But this weapon was, the weapon we're going to try and make is going to be similar to the one in that particular film, and that's what we're going to start off. So you're going to need to select yourself, obviously, the M4A1. And if we head into the Gunsmith, the first thing we're going to need to do is change the barrel. Now, the barrel that you would need for a Mark 12 is going to be a 18-inch. Unfortunately, the closest we'll be able to get to that is going to be the Corvus Custom Marksman, which is what we're making. We are making a marksman rifle, so it's near and about what we're going to need. So if we bang that on, in terms of the muzzle, just to replicate what's going on in the film, we're going to use the monolithic suppressor, which will actually increase your range as well and make it look more covert like it does in the film. And then we're going to put a bipod on, because naturally with a marksman rifle, if you're lying on the floor prone, then this will steady and keep your rifle off the floor. In terms of ammunition, we're not really going to mess with nothing here. I know some people would put on some Solcom rounds because they are high velocity using a higher caliber. However, this gun is a 5.56 NATO round ammunition weapon, so we're not even going to put the extended mags on because they usually come with 20 to 30 in the magazine. So we're going to leave the standard issue magazine on with this gun and leave it as that. So next up, we're going to go for a optic, and we're going to go for the sniper optic on this one. And already you can see it's starting to look just like the one in the film. Now, the only difference I've really noticed is there is a grip on Mark Wahlberg's gun and the bipod. Now, this game doesn't give you the option to do that, so unfortunately I thought it would be better to utilize the bipod as opposed to the grip to give it a more authentic look. In terms of the stock, you want to put the M16 stock on because you need that heavy duty fixed stock which provides some really good strength in your shoulder to keep your shots accurate, because obviously this is a marksman rifle. We're not going to go balls to the wall just emptying the clip on this. We're going to literally change it to single fire, and it's going to be a high accuracy weapon that you're going to be using. So we're going to pop that on. And we're basically very close to, I don't think it's going to allow us to put a laser on. Not that you really need one. Yeah, it's not going to allow us, but that is going to be your Mark 12 SPR. Now, as I keep saying, I'm not an expert in weapons, but I do take an interest in them. There are different mods of this weapon. I'm going to say this would be a mod 0 or maybe a mod 1. I would believe the mod 1 would allow you to have the actual grip on as well, but I'm not 100% certain on that. So as always, if you do know, let me know down in the comment section, because I love to lap up new knowledge and new information from the good people in the comment section. So that is going to be your Mark 12 SPR. Taking a quick look at it, it's such a stunning weapon. So let's see how this one handles, because if it's a marksman rifle, I'm definitely going to be pulling it into single fire, but we want to see just how many hits it's going to take to actually kill someone, seeing how it's still using the 5.56 NATO ammunition. So we've popped it into single fire mode, and we're going to check out for the enemies. I can hear them, they're relatively close actually. Right, it's going to take about 4 shots to kill somebody in the body. I can hear people behind me. Now you can use, that was actual single fire, that's just me with my quick fingers. If we try changing it over to fully automatic, this is going to be actually a really clever little weapon for long range engagements as well. I mean, look at that, beautiful. We already know that the M4 is a very popular weapon, but this Mark 12 I really like it. I really like it. It's just that the target acquirement is going to be what makes it stand out for them, especially those long range fights. Oh Lord, melted him. Yeah, this is going to be powerful, very powerful.
Okay.
It's a shame it's not going to do as well. I mean, there was me single firing it again. It's not going to do as well as other marksman rifles in terms of sheer power. I mean, if you did want to put the Solcum rounds on, then you've kind of got a hybrid weapon there, but you're probably changing it more towards SR25. But that is the Mark 12. Next up, we're going to recreate the PkP Pecheneg from Call of Duty Modern Warfare. So if you select the PKM in the LMG sections, and then if you head over to the barrel on a Pecheneg is 658mm, which equates to 25.9 inches. So you need to pop the heavy barrel on. I would personally put the flash guard on. It seems to me from pictures that I've seen of real Pechenegs, I've shared one in the earlier part of the video, it seems like they do have a flash guard on, because if you think about it, this gun is just going to continually fire with 200 odd rounds in the belt feed. So there's going to be a lot of flash if you don't have a flash guard on, and it's going to make it a lot harder for you to actually acquire your target. So that's why I'd pop the flash guard on. I'd also put a OPTIC just to give you that extra target acquisition from a longer range. It's gonna buck like a bit of a beast, this is, especially if you continually fire. So we'll go for the C480. I feel that looks really nice on it. In terms of stock, that is the traditional stock that you would find on the PkP. And then we're going to change the rounds into the 200 round belt, just for all that wonderful power in this gun. And then you're going to want to put a bipod on. I'm not quite sure if it will allow you to put sleight of hand on it as well. Would have to sacrifice. So if you want to sacrifice something like the muzzle guard or the OPTIC, let's sacrifice the OPTIC in this case, because just for usability, once that you're probably not going to run out of ammo in a game, but if you do, and you've been spraying and praying, then the sleight of hand perk is definitely going to save your bacon in a few situations. So that's why I'm going to pop it on in this situation and just rely on the standard iron sight. So that is the PkP from Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So then let's test this big boy out. Now, the first thing you're going to notice is your mobility isn't going to be as fluent as something like an SMG, but still moving quite efficiently. If you can hear banging, I'm sorry, it's fireworks outside, but we're going to be letting off our own fireworks here with this beast. And you can see recoil is actually really controllable, and that's not even using a bipod. You will get an increase in accuracy when you use the bipod by crouching or lying down. I don't know where our enemies are at the moment. Right, here's one. It's a laser beam, this weapon is. It's an absolute laser beam. We shoot at that, you can see. It's pretty surprising that LMG hasn't got that much recoil on. Obviously we are playing against bots here, but that's just literally to show you the signatures of the weapon itself. So as you can see, not much recoil, bullets for days. We've killed how many enemies before we've even needed to reload. Let's take the reload out. This is with sleight of hand, bear that in mind. But that is how long it's going to take you to reload this weapon. So guys, out of the two of those weapons, which one do you gravitate to? Which one is going to be your favourite? Let me know down in the comment section. Also down in the comment section, I'd like you to let me know if there's any particular weapons you would like me to try and make. Now, bear in mind that I can't make every single weapon due to the limitations of the attachments that Infinity Ward have put in this game. However, there are builds that I can do that are very close to certain weapons. I've done an MP5 build, which is quite close to a UMP45, but I just want to say how much I'm thankful and grateful for the support on these videos. It's a series that I have thought about since the start of the announcement of the Gunsmith. It's a clever addition to the game. a lot of people don't realize what you can actually do. So I'm just ever so grateful that people have taken the time to tune in after all the work that I put in these videos. Guys, there are many buttons you could hit, but I like and subscribe button. I hope they took your fancy. And as always, guys, don't forget to stay on the right track. Peace.